Welcome back to Palangi 21. Today I will show you Heartstopper Episode 3. Kiss opens as Nick is sitting in his room asking Google if he is gay, and it isn't helpful at all. It just leaves him feeling more conflicted than ever. While waiting for school to start the next day, Nick is invited to a Harry's birthday party, and Imogen pushes for Nick to invite her as well. In the locker room, the guys talk about Nick having two girls to pick from at the party. It seems that Tara and Imogen are going to be there. But Nick stands firm that he doesn't like Imogen, which prompts the guys to go on about Tara. He doesn't deny that this might be his chance to get with her, and Charlie has to sit and listen to all of this. Later on, Nick asks Charlie to come to Harry's party as well. Charlie tries to say no, but Nick really wants him to be there. That night, Charlie shares the news with his friends. Elle is excited for him, but Tao quickly points out that they already have plans. Charlie tries to get them to reschedule, but Tao won't budge. Tao tries to get the others to back him up, but Isaac doesn't want to get involved, and Elle tells Charlie that everything is going to be fine and have fun. The night of the party arrives as Charlie is dropped off by his dad with the promise that if he needs to leave, then he just needs to call him. He makes his way through the party looking for Nick. Nick is happy to see Charlie because he has been waiting for him this whole time. Meanwhile, Elle arrives at Tao's house. Tao's mom is very supportive of her, and inquire about her school and how she is doing. Elle and Tao rush upstairs to settle on the movie, when Isaac sends a message claiming he is sick, leaving the two of them all alone. Back at the party, Nick's friends find him and Charlie chatting together. They pull Nick away to see Tara in an attempt to get the two to rekindle their romantic relationship. Charlie doesn't seem to know how to deal with it and rushes off. Meanwhile, Tao opens up to Elle about Charlie's recent changes, the fact that he left them for a rich boy party, his crush on Nick, and that Nick has stolen Charlie. Elle doesn't want to argue about this and goes back to watching the movie. Nick is having his own awkward moment as he tries to talk to Tara. Tara opens up to Nick about her relationship with Darcy, and they have decided to stop hiding it. Nick opens up about being friends with Charlie, and even calls him his best friend. When Tara and Darcy head off to dance, Nick realizes that Charlie has disappeared. He heads off to find him, but Harry and the others find him first. They make homophobic comments about Charlie having a crush on Nick, and Nick calls them out. He doesn't bother hanging around to see what they have to say, and heads off to find Charlie instead. Meanwhile, Tao apologizes for making the night awkward. Elle opens up that the party might not even be that bad since she has friends there. Tao is excited that she finally made friends at school, and Elle shares that she was worried about how people would react to her. So she kept her distance. But this change is a good one. She feels safe and happy in her new school. Tao reaches over and holds her hand. Tao and Elle promise that their friendship will always come first. Back at the party, Charlie wanders off on his own when he runs into Ben while Nick rushes around looking for him. Ben is still trying to get close to Charlie, but Charlie pushes him away. While Nick is looking for Charlie, Imogen stops him and asks him to dance with her. He tries to get away, but she won't let go. She even drops that she likes him and wants to be with him. Nick looks very uncomfortable, and manages to get away from her, then goes to find Charlie. He spots Tara and Darcy in the crowd, who have decided they aren't hiding anymore and share a kiss. Nick finally finds Charlie, who tells Nick that he felt like he was in the way, and that Nick's friends are intimidating. But Nick doesn't see them as friends anymore, and shares that he really likes hanging out with Charlie instead. Charlie switches the conversation over to running into Ben, but he handled it. Nick decides it's too loud and the two head off to find somewhere quieter to hang out. Charlie finally gets the courage to ask about Tara, and if Nick has a crush on someone. The conversation flows into Charlie asking if Nick would date or kiss someone who wasn't a girl. More importantly, would Nick kiss him? Nick saying yes, then tries to hold his hand and they start kissing. But Nick hears his friends looking for him, and he runs out of the room, leaving Charlie behind. Outside, he tells the guys that he must have just been in a bad mood, before rushing back to find Charlie. But Charlie called his dad to come to pick him up and take him home. That night, he struggles with what happened. The next day, Charlie awakes to no messages but someone banging at the door. This episode provides an interesting ending, showing how the main character struggles with his sexuality. After their first kiss, Nick runs away after hearing his friends looking for him. He's not ready to come out yet. But later, he comes to Charlie's house to tell him something. So far, Heartstopper has exceeded my expectations in bringing the story to life and expanding it to explore each character. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notification.